Hi guys, this is Dean Swain from the Retro Asylum podcast. Congratulations to the One Up Gaming gang. 400 episodes, great number to reach. It's a lot of editing, trust me, I know. I've been podcasting for years, so well done, great number to reach. And here's to the next 400 episodes. Well done, guys.
Yeah, this how we do it, y'all. L-G-E, man.
Straight out of Diamond Style Production.
What up to you, One Up Gaming? They're not really ready for this one. One Up Gaming is behind me. Let me get in beast mode. If you wanna try me, you don't need a cheat code. Conte is who I be. To you it's Mr. Hero, legendary adversary. Flows considered lethal. I'm a Super Saiyan, I got Dragon Balls, I wouldn't lie. You might think I'm playing when I'm saying I can really fly. When I'm on the track, you feel the energy I'm pushing out. Put me on the map. One Up Gaming's who I'm talking about. I'm the rapping Master Chief, epic to say the least. Contain the hero, better etch that in your memory. And so the One Up Gaming for the show out. Contain the hero is really gonna show out. Show out. Contain. And so the One Up. And so the One Up.
Dope bitch you ever heard.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming. This is the One Up Gaming podcast, episode 416. And yeah, we've got 7 games to talk about. We've got the 10 minutes of nothing to talk about a little bit later. So as always, we're sponsored by Games Inspired Music. It's an album available now. You can buy it, stream it, and 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. You can also get our first 100 podcasts available from audiobooksontape.com, and just go into there, search One Up Gaming, find it, and if you buy that, then £1 of the sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. So that is that. We also have a sort of like a website where you can buy t-shirts and hats and mugs and all that good stuff, and that is at ougtech.square.site. So go there, buy stuff, please. But yeah. I guess we've got 3 books available. Go to Amazon and search the unofficial Sega Saturn collection, the unofficial PlayStation collection, and the unofficial Nintendo 64 collection. All of these books are available. Buy them and we will love it. So thank you so much. So we'll have a quick break and we'll be back with games played this week. So back in a couple of seconds.
Hi, my name's John here. I'm the designer of games like Sensible Soccer, Cannon Fodder, Whizball, Parallax and Sociable Soccer, and I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hello Andy, this is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
So it's still me, still David, still One Up Gaming. It's still episode 416 of the One Up Gaming podcast. So this is the games played this week. So I'll quickly just sort of say Games Inspired Music album sponsors us as always. If you buy it, if you stream it, all that good stuff, then 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. We have our first 100 podcasts, and I'd have a guess now it's probably exclusively available at audiobooksontape.com. So just search One Up Gaming when you're on there, and £1 of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. You can also buy some hats, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff with either our logos on or some stuff that we've designed ourselves, like Sega Rally stuff, Virtua Fighter, Streets of Rage, Sonic. I think we've got the Sonic t-shirt. But yeah, that's just at ougtech.square.site. So ougtech.square.site. And if you go on there and buy stuff, it'll make us extremely happy. So please do that. So we're going to the games played this week. So we've got 7 games. We've got maybe 2 retro-y ones and some newish ones. So first of all, what do you think? What do you think it'll be? And don't read the list of what we're doing. But Metroid Dread. Now, I've never been a big Metroid fan. Didn't really like it on the NES. I didn't like it on the Super Nintendo. I enjoyed the Rainbow Studios. Is it Rainbow Studios? Oh, got me thinking now. Their Metroid Prime sort of games. Was it Rainbow Studios? It's not, is it? It's not Rainbow Studios. So Metroid Prime. It was just Retro Studios. Where was it? Retro Studios. Where did I get Rainbow? Wasn't Rainbow Studios the ones that used to do the old fully 3D like quad bike racing games? Motocross Mania? That type of thing? I don't know. Anyway, Metroid Dread. Fully 3D graphics, but played on a 2D plane, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And this is on the Nintendo Switch, so that's amazing, because I think Nintendo Switch was technically quite bad when it originally came out, and then when it's actually out now, 7-8 years later, it's very, very old tech. But the game plays well, it looks nice, very smooth, very detailed, and unlike the other Metroid-y sort of games, this one has got a killer robot that's always sort of after you, so if you see it, there's not a lot you can do to kill it sort of thing, especially early on, so you just have to like run. But it is very much like a Metroid game from the 90s, like the side-scrolling explorathon sort of games, and that's what this is. It's just like modernized, looks gorgeous, plays really well, and yeah, I really recommended it. I really enjoyed Metroid Dread. I thought it was a fun game to play, and I loved what I played. Good game. So next up we have Cat Quest 3. Now I remember playing, I don't know if it was Cat Quest 1 or 2, but I remember playing, it was like a role-playing game, and I really, really enjoyed it. I'm just looking at my fingers, sorry, I was just looking down. But yeah, Cat Quest 3. Downloaded it, started playing it again on the Switch, but I guess it'll be very similar in all of the other ones. And this one reminds me of a Super Nintendo like role-playing game, kind of, that used the Mode 7 style, where like the whole world map was there that rotated around as you walked on it, and you were like a little tiny dude running around on the full like map of the world. And this one, it's got gorgeous like 3D graphics and very simplified, kiddified looking game. Tiny little cat sort of, I can't remember if it was a sprite or not, but like tiny little catty thing. And yeah, it's a action RPG, I'd have a guess. Very much like the Zelda style, where you just run around and hit things. It played really well. I really enjoyed it. I would love to get more into the game and see where things go, see what actually happens later on in the game. but my time is very limited. Work takes up a shit ton of time, and when I get home, it's put your feet up and relax and just die. So I don't really get that much time to sit and play. But yeah, Cat Quest 3, it's another one. It's probably cheap as chips now, but it's still a fun game to play, so I'd recommend that. Next up, we have probably one of the best versions of this series, and that is Mario Kart 7 for the Nintendo 3DS. It played amazingly well. It looks amazing. It's so well done. Graphically, it's just locked. You know, the speed is just... the frame rates are just locked. It just plays so smooth. And it's got more... just more carts, more characters, more updates that you can do to the cars, like the wheels, the actual car itself. You can go on motorbikes, and you can actually get like new wings, because on this game you glide on certain levels, so you get new designer wings. And it's just a really, really, really well made game. It looks great. I know it's for the 3DS, but this is basically what Mario Kart 8 morphed into, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So if you like Mario Kart 8 and like to see when it all started to go that kind of direction, then Mario Kart 7, easily one of the best versions of the game. It's just great, a great little game. So next up we have a newish game, and if you have little kids then it might be quite fun, but for me I found it very boring. But it was My Little Pony, a Zephyr Heights Mystery, and it's like your basic sort of standard kiddie platform game. Very easy to sort of like see what you're collecting, and you follow you're collecting what you collect. You kind of follow, and then you get into other areas of the game, and then it cuts into the story. Then you go back into the game, collect more things, get to more areas, more story, and it's technically it's quite fun, but graphically it's a bit limited. And I'd say the playability of the game, the actual controls and mechanics, feels very simple, very like basic and budget sort of thing, which I know it is, but, and I know it's a kids game, but I hate it when they go, oh, it's a kids game. It's like, no. Kids know what's good and what's bad. They just put up with a lot of shit. But yes, I can't recommend this. It's not a great game. It's an okay game, and if you love My Little Pony, you probably get more out of it. But me, nah. Next, Let Me Out. Now this one is a newish game. I think I played it on the PC. Can't remember now. But it's like a horror, actiony sort of game where it's all dark and moody and gloomy and all that good stuff. But then your main character looks like a bloody little cartoonified puppety thing. It's just very weird looking. But the game played okay and it ran okay. A lot better than some of these other really budget Steam games that have been sent lately. But it's a good game. I really enjoyed it. If you're interested in sort of like horror-y stuff, give it a go, see what you think. It wasn't my perfect sort of game, but it's a good game, so I'd give it a go. Give it a go. If you like dark horror with a mix of kidified graphical style, give it a go. Next up we have a very retro game now, and this is David Beckham Soccer. I think this was on the PS2, this version I played. I know I had it on the PS1, but this one on the PS2, it looked a little bit better, had a bit more animation, had a bit more detail to the characters and all that good stuff. But the passing felt a little bit iffy, and the movement of your characters again felt a little bit iffy. And back in this sort of time, you had Pro Evo Soccer and at a push FIFA, which wasn't great on the PS2 sort of thing. But yeah, it's a game. And I played as England, I think, and it kind of had the names, but they're all spelt wrong. So you kind of know who they're meant to be, apart from they're just spelt wrong. Apart from David Beckham. Apart from David Beckham, which makes sense because it's got his name on the box and his picture in the box. But is a football game or a soccer game. I think you can find so many better games on the PS2 than this one, which is a shame. So I think it was made by, was it Rage who developed it? Was it in Rage Birmingham or something stupid that developed this game? It's like, I'd love to give props to some like English developers and people and stuff, but yeah, other teams just made the games better. And the last game played this week is called KitHack Model Club. So KitHack Model Club. Now I got setting this to review, so there will be review coming soon. But when I was playing it, it was strange. It's kind of like do you know the space program? I can't remember what the hell it was called now. Where you develop your own space dudes, ships and things in launch. This is similar to that, but it's a model kit. So remote control planes, remote control cars, boats, all that good stuff. And you build your models, and then you can take it out and use you press like, I can't remember, was it E or F or something, that brought up the controller, and then you could just, as if you were using the controller to play with a real radio controlled sort of device. And I actually quite enjoyed it. I think the training level in the first sort of level is like a plane, a little tiny model plane that you add things to the back to actually tilt it up and down. And it was just fun. It was just fun to actually build the stuff and then to go out into the 3D world and actually play and fly. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good game. So if you're interested in all that good stuff, it's kind of a bit realistic, but the handling and physics are a bit more what I would say arcadified. But it is a fun game and I really, really enjoyed it. So KitHack Model Club, good little game, and I'd easily say it's probably the best make your own radio control playing game I've played. But yeah, there's the cars, there's other bits about boats, all that good fun stuff that are later into the world as you get better in the game. So I will say for this week, the game of the week is Metroid Dread. So I really enjoyed that. So that is the game of the week for games played this week with the One Up Gaming Podcast, episode 416. So yeah, that'll do for this week's show. If you're sticking around, then please, we'll have the 10 minutes of nothing after this quick advert. So thank you. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Lucy James, and I listen to the One Up Gaming Podcast.
Hi, I'm Matt Kapp, the lead artist on Binding of Isaac Rebirth and the creator of Castle in Darkness, and I listen to the One Up Podcast.
Up next on the One Up Gaming Podcast is 10 minutes of nothing. Will it be the team talking about nothing or a guest interview? Stick around and find out now. It's 10 minutes of nothing. Yeah, 10 minutes of nothing.
Still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 416 of the One Up Gaming Podcast, and this is the 10 minutes of nothing. So if you don't know, I introduced the 10 minutes of nothing, so when we're doing like news or reviews or chats, or even just talking random about movies and games and all that good stuff, I decided to bring a segment called 10 minutes of nothing, where we start talking and then we have a 10-minute timer, and basically when we have that 10-minute timer going, it just stops us from waffling on for 2-3 hours, which we have been known to do. And it just helps us rein in the chats and the talks. So yeah, so we have a maximum of 10 minutes before the timer goes off. I've got to start yawning. I'm tired, really tired. So this week's show, well, I guess first of all I'll start the 10-minute timer now. And this week we're going to talk about England. So if anyone doesn't know, Gareth Southgate left the England football team, and the guy who was running the under-21s team, Lee Carsley, he's stepped up to become the England manager on an interim sort of basis. I will say I've really enjoyed his first couple of games, and I know, yes, the two games, one was against the Republic of Ireland and one was against Finland, so both teams are not the best, without trying to sound snobberish and all that crap, but it's true, the two teams that we've played were not, like semi-final caliber teams. But we won the first game against the Republic of Ireland 2-0. First half they played really well, and then second half I think they just knew they'd won and just sat back and let them come at them and then just defend. And it was a bit rubbish to watch, to be honest. And the game that I just watched a bit ago was England v Finland, and I will say Jordan Pickford in goal, I don't rate him as a goalkeeper, but he hasn't done that much wrong for England, so for that I'll say yeah, he's alright to stay. So the two centre backs that they had in this game was Konsa and John Stones. So, is it Ezra Konsa? He plays for Aston Villa. So, the last couple of years he's been really, really good. So it's nice to see him playing. John Stones, everyone knows John Stones, was at Everton, got sold and bought by Man City for about 50 million, I think it was. About 5 years ago now, maybe. Left back, England at the moment, they've not had a left back consistent player for a while now, because all the left backs that they've had, they're either injured or just they're not playing for the clubs anymore, so it's hard to pick. And I never even knew this, but we had Rico Lewis play at left back, who does play for Manchester City, but he's just like a young 20-year-old starting off. So we'll see what develops of him. But he looked good, he looked busy. He was getting up and down and tackling well and defending well and getting up to help with the attack. So that was really well played, Rico. He won't listen to this. Right back, and I do think that some of the right backs we've had in the past, in the last sort of year or so, or maybe even 2 or 3 years, they've been good players, but they're not exceptional. And I couldn't fathom why Trent Alexander-Arnold hasn't been playing regular for England, because for Liverpool he is a talent, and not only is he really good a right back, defensively he's not great, but he gets forward, he loves passing, he's really good at passing, probably the best passer of the ball I've seen for a long time. And yeah, I just think to help get things started, to help get things moving, Trent is a brilliant bloody player, and I do think that with him playing the last couple of games, England have looked more dominant in possession and being able to do that 1-2 pass, and Trent is a real helper of that sort of system. Two centre midfielders, Declan Rice. Everyone knows Declan Rice, amazing world-class player, and just because he plays a deeper role doesn't mean he's just a defensive midfielder. He is so good. He can help with the attack. He can spread the ball around, and yeah, he's just great. Great little player. We had a debut start in centre midfield, and that was Angel Gomez. Now, this player used to play for Manchester United, and he left on a free transfer a couple of years ago now, I think. And he's at, is it Lille? I don't know if it's Lille or not. Yeah, plays for Lille. So he left Manchester United and went to Lille, and he's been playing there. And when he was at Man United, he was playing as like a number 10 role, just behind the striker. But Lille have got him playing just in front of the defence and doing more of the what you would call like the playmaker sort of thing. So he like gets the ball and does like really nice passes and keeps it moving. And he looks so busy. He's never stopped. He just runs around all day. So yeah, really positive signs from Gomez. Bukayo Saka, you know what you're getting with him. He's a bloody good player, but the last few games for England's not been the best for him. Today he played a lot better than he had done. In the number 10 role, we had Jack Grealish. Again, he's another brilliant player, but because he's not playing massively well for Man City, then he's just lucky to get into the England team. I do think there was a couple of England attacking midfielders who pulled out injured, so that's why he was in, but he did play well, so that was good. On the left wing, Anthony Gordon. I don't know why he hasn't played sooner. If I was England manager and you had Harry Kane up front, who is a bloody brilliant finisher, but he hasn't got the pace anymore, then I would want Saka and Gordon on either side of him to give him legs, if that makes sense, because Gordon has got pace to burn. He is an amazing player. So yeah, I think with Saka and Gordon could really cause problems going forward for England. And tonight was Harry Kane's 100th cap for England. He was wearing golden boots for his golden cap celebration, and he got 2 goals. First goal was bloody amazing. He just put his head down and put his foot through it, and it just hit the underside of the crossbar and went in, middle of the goal. Amazing. Second goal, midfielder passed it back to Alexander-Arnold, then he did the through ball back to the midfielder, who passed it in to Harry Kane, and he just slotted it in. Great goal, great teamwork, and yeah, England are doing really well. Now, a couple of things that are going to be a bit weird. Jude Bellingham, he's injured at the moment, so he's not been playing for the last couple of games. He's a bloody good player, but I hate saying it, I do think that England as a team might play better without him. And then we've got Phil Foden, who again, in Man City where he plays, he is world-class midfielder. Absolutely world-class midfielder. But they play keep football, pass and move. Whereas England today was different because they had like 80% possession just about, which is almost unheard of especially for England. But I mean, like they finished at 79% possession, which is really good. So, but England normally played all men behind the ball and just tried to break, and that's not Phil's game. So I think if we play more like we were playing tonight, then Phil Foden could be a superstar for England. It just depends on how they try and do things moving forward. So that is the 10 minutes of nothing, just about. Got like half a minute left. Talking about England, and I've been impressed. I think they're playing with more authority. They're playing with the ball better. They're passing and moving so much better. And they just seem to have an end product. And although it's two crap teams have played, they have played really well in those two games. So that is the 10 minutes of nothing. So I will stop the timer. And yeah, so great. We've done 10 minutes of nothing. I don't know what I've said or what I've plugged. Have I plugged anything? Go to our website, ougtech.square.site, where you can buy hats, hoodies, t-shirts, not just our branded logo defied. I don't know, but you can also buy other things we've designed, like the Sega Rally t-shirt, the Boostroid t-shirts. Got a couple of them. So if you're interested in anything, just go onto the website ougtech.square.site and have a look around, see what you like, and please be kind and buy. So I'll just say that's it for episode 416 of the One Up Game podcast. This is the 10 minutes of nothing section. So we'll have a quick break and we'll be back with the goodbyes. So thank you. Back in a few.
Guys, I'm Dave from Dave Chats Games, and for all my gaming chat, the best around, I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hey y'all, this is Bob. I used to be one of the first members of the One Up Gaming team. I used to write reviews, edit them, and share stories on general gaming news between 2013 and 2015. And that's why I was super excited when David asked me to be part of the 400th episode of the podcast. Look at how far we've come. I can't wait for what's next for One Up Gaming. And hey, I'll always be a part of the team. Take care, y'all.
Hello, this is Peter Poppleton from the internet. I would just like to congratulate you really on reaching this, the 400th episode of the podcast. What the fucking hell is a podcast? If anybody tries to cast my pods like in Plaster of Paris or something like that, I will smack them right in the tit. It's what? It's like a radio. Right, I get it now. I see. It's like a radio show. 400 episodes on chuffing gaming. Chuffing hell. Look, I don't know how you've got there. Quite what you can say about chuffing Space Invaders, Pac-Man and Horace Goes Skiing, I will never know. But either way, it sounds like quite an achievement. So well done. And here's to the next 4. Let's not get, ahead of ourselves. I'm not going to say the next 400 because let's face it, gaming is, well, I don't know what I'm talking about, do I? I'm very old. Happy 400th episode.
So, thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Please go to our website, which is oneupgaming.co.uk. You'll find reviews, news, features, all that good stuff on there. We have our site now up and running, ougtech.square.site. Buy t-shirts, hats, hoodies, beanies, mugs, cups, speakers, loads of random stuff. Our main sellers are the Sega Rally t-shirt, and that's been one of our biggest sellers. The Gran Turismo t-shirt also sells really well. But yeah, please check it out. Have a look on there, see anything you like. As always, subscribe, share, like, bell the icon. We love it when you do. And we would love to have comments on our videos. I will reply to any comment that's not stupid. And yeah, so episode 416 done, finished. Thank you so much. I will see you next week, and this is maybe some music to end the show. So goodbye.
Side of the games that I tried were not enough to waste my time on. I don't really see why you'd play COD and Fallout 3 felt so contrived. Don't understand why you play Rock Band, cause it's just one game that I get high on. Play it all the time, it's gaming redefined, copied it to my hard drive. Halo, this is all I play. Oh, I got my Halo, this is all I play. Ooh, ooh. I always know when my ammo is low, and a fast reload's what I rely on. On a killing spree, no one's as good as me through the campaign, and I haven't died. Come to believe that I'm better than Steve. When we play split screen, he gets his cry on. No one's beating me, challenge is what I need. Bet I would rule on Xbox Live. Halo, this is all I play. One player Halo, this is all I play. The more I talk, the taunts I throw, the more I let my ego grow. Halo, whoa, whoa. Conquered single player, so let's go online for Slayer, and we'll go desecrate you when I teabag you slow. I'm a banshee lover, so you better run for cover, but there's nowhere to go. Play on legendary, baby, I'm so good it's scary, man, you don't even know. Oh! That I would get owned when I took my game on Xbox Live. Swordman of energy, whoops, now it's killing me. Two glowing blades are stuck inside. Everyone here makes me cower in fear. Maybe I should just go run and hide. What a lousy spawn, don't know what's going on. My every kill has been denied. Halo, this is all I play. Oh, I suck at Halo, listen what I say. Oh, the more I play, the less I know, the more I realize I blow it. Halo, whoa, whoa. Getting good on Slayer, and it looks like single player set the bar way too low. Now my fate is sealed, I've run out of bubble shield, and there's nowhere to go. Losing on Valhalla to a guy who wielding maulers, cause I move way too slow. Run through with their blades, getting stuck with the grenades that explode with a glow. I said, hey. And I die on desolation where there's no carnage homes. Kill kid in the 3rd grade, well, he sounds 10 years old. Reputation shattered, but it kinda doesn't matter.